Hey everyone, my name's Walter and I'm back here to bring you more Reddit content. Today we're making yet another video about nice guys. I know, I'm going crazy with this subject. Nice guys are the kind of guys who define themselves as nice. They complain about nice guys finishing last. They try to trick women into dates. They may even don the fedora, but for now, let's just begin with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. Damn, wanna marry you. Let me meet your parents. Okay, fine. Thanks for ignoring me. Well then, I believe that every one of us has a different story, and as for me, I have one heart, one body, and one soul for only one girl. I want a girl who shared these things with me, a girl who's never been in a relationship before, a girl who is keeping herself and everything for only one boy. And if I found her, I will directly propose to her. That's all. That's me and my story. Sorry for my disturbance, and have fun with the others. How does it seem reasonable to expect someone to have never dated before? And people who've never dated before are often pretty bad at it too, go figure. These guys that call out for taking 7 hours to respond are great. It's such a glaring red flag that it's self-fulfilling. You don't know their fucking schedule. They could be working or sleeping or their phone died. Fuck off with your impatient badgering. And that's not even getting into the more ridiculous parts of the actual message. Why are less and less women wanting relationships with nice men? I don't get it. It's so corrupt. It's ruining dating. I don't know what it's like in Canada, but I've never been appreciated for my niceness or loyalty. Women only pick arrogant and/or rich guys that play games or fake like they're not interested, or guys that act like they don't care about anything and let women walk all over them. I'm so sick of it. I deserve someone good-hearted. Why does no one nice like me? Everyone I meet that seems like a nice person says they don't want a relationship. And then down the road they end up picking someone rich or arrogant, lol. Are shitty men just more attractive? Whoa, did something happen I missed? Yeah, I don't know, must have been a rejection or something. It seems a little weird for someone to just randomly launch into a nice guy rant. Well, since you're currently judging me, if you want the full story past his nice guy proclamation, this was someone I had never met in person. My last message to him before this rant was about car repairs, and within 20 minutes of this rant and much further ranting, and without any provocation other than disagreeing with his generalizations about women, he escalated to death threats towards me. He's lonely for a damn reason. I'm not sure how they can follow up calling themselves nice guys with death threats. I think my head would explode if I tried to do that from the sheer hypocrisy. I love how women are always like, what happened to all the good guys? Why can't I find a good guy? Just an FYI, all of us good guys see how y'all aren't attracted to us, but yet you'll run after someone who beats the fuck out of you and say you love them. You wanna know why you can't find a good guy? Because y'all fuckers are slowly turning us into players, because us nice guys want attention too, and we see that you're not up for having a good guy, so we act accordingly. We want to be our good guy selves, but it's hard when y'all turn us all down. These guys never shut up about abuse. Doesn't it seem to be on their mind a little too much? Not being abusive isn't really that hard of a trait to come by. Okay, this story comes to us from Reddit Nice Guy Stories, the place to leave your stories about encounters with nice guys. Coworker accuses me of harassment when I refuse to go on a date with him. So I have been dithering to post my stories for days, but now this is it. I need to vent maybe or share what happened. Sorry, it is very long. The whole story lasted about 6 months. Last year I worked as the customer service department manager for an online shop. My job was not the easiest, but my colleagues were great. The bosses, an old rich couple, were awful though. There was this guy, Jay, that worked as an IT for the website. He seemed pretty chill at first, to be honest, quite rustic and laid back. He constantly wore tank tops with way too large suit pants and slicked hair. I didn't hear from him much at first, and since I'm very shy, I just hung out with my team during the breaks. I just knew from other ITs that Jay didn't do a very good job. Constant bugs in his formula. Sorry I don't know the exact IT term, and he never did the tasks he was assigned in time. Jay would also take codes from other ITs, change only one character, and then claim it as his to the bosses. The bosses loved him, and he was about to become their new neighbor. If I remember correctly, it all began when one of my resellers complained about a bug on his account. After checking if I couldn't fix it myself, I contacted our assigned IT, but he was busy, so he redirected me to Jay. We used Discord to communicate to the other departments of our company, so I sent Jay a message. Less than a minute later, he was in our office, working on my computer. I was glad he could help. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it went quite well. Then it all began. Jay kept sending me messages on Discord. Sometimes memes, sometimes just asking about my day, about myself, and what shocked me the most, he would constantly talk shit about the other employees. Have you seen? Emma's wearing a short skirt today. She's always so provocative. What a whore. B is always spying on me, but I'm way better at my job than he is. L keeps making remarks about me, but she looks like shit. I always tried to relativize and tried to quiet things down, but he didn't get the hint. So one day I told him to stop messaging me if it wasn't for work because we were in a professional environment. He was laughing at me like, "Whoa, you're so serious, Miss P." LOL. I know I should have been more assertive, but I'm too kind and can't stand hurting other people's feelings. Then I don't know how he managed to do it, but he found my phone number. My colleagues told me he must have digged through my personal information on the company network. Every day he would text me weird stuff. I hate weekends because I can't see your cute smile when I'm not at work. You look super hot. It's a shame you lack self-confidence. Yeah, he would keep making remarks on my appearance. Your hair would look so much better straightened. You should wear jeans. These dresses are getting really repetitive. I have medium long hair with natural ribbon curls, which I'm very happy with, by the way, and always wear dresses. It's not that I don't like pants, I just don't find them comfortable. Needless to say, I never answered, or very briefly, like, "Okay, thanks," and did my best to let him down slowly. He just didn't get it. Jay was constantly bragging about how everybody in the company was jealous of him and his skills, and how we would make the power couple of the company because we were the best at our jobs. He also kept making allusions to how he was so much better than everyone, and that I should be so thankful he liked me because he didn't like a lot of people, etc. He asked me out 3 times by text. The first time he just asked me if I wanted to see a movie with him. I politely refused and let him know that I'd rather not go on dates with colleagues. He was disappointed and just answered, "Your loss, I have real good taste in movies." Second time he wanted to have a drink after work. I told him again I was not interested and he got pissed. I was pretty exhausted with his behavior and told him to stop shit-talking my friends because that's really pathetic. The third and last time he actually asked by Discord. It pissed me off because it's supposed to be a work tool and he kept trashing it with his dumb stuff. This guy's really brilliant, isn't he? If you're ever going to be inappropriate towards someone, make sure you leave evidence of every bit of it. And this guy's supposed to be IT too. I ended up talking to the HR, a wonderful person, about this. She was so nice to me and comforting. She let me know she would inform the bosses and reassured me that I was in my right to come see her. The day shit hit the fan was during a midday break one summer day. It was about 38 degrees Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't wear tights because it was way too hot. We were eating outside the building with my colleagues, and in front of everybody, he told me, "Your legs are so white. You look like a ghost." It destroyed me. I'm very self-conscious about my body, especially my pale skin. Hereditary hypersensitive skin, hooray! I ended up with tearing up, not knowing what to say. I was so ashamed. Everyone told him to leave me alone, and one colleague told him it was super inappropriate and to keep his reflections for himself. He got really angry and said, "Well, maybe she should stop being such a tease if she doesn't want guys to look at her that way." I exploded. I shouted in front of everyone that I would rather kill myself than go out with him. It was the first time in my life so many insults came flying out of my mouth. I exposed his lovely texts to everyone. He was mortified. I left and took a sick leave for the rest of the day. I was shaking in rage. The next day I show up at work and my boss erupted in my office, already screaming, "This is unacceptable. Your behavior is so disappointing. We never would have thought you were this kind of girl. You leave Jay alone and you do your work," etc. I was stunned and I had no idea what was happening. People heard the screams and HR ran into my office. Turns out that Jay had made a complaint directly by the bosses and told them I was the one harassing him. With HR by my side, we explained the situation to the boss, but she wanted proof. Of course, the smug bastard had already deleted all of his messages on Discord, but I still had his charming texts on my phone. The boss didn't even apologize. She planned a meeting with Jay, the HR, and Jay's superior. They ended up firing him on the spot. However, I couldn't stand working for these two awful bosses and refused the open-ended contract they were offering me. I left the company 1 month later, and I did never regret that decision. I'm now working for a much better company where the boss is really humane and comprehensive. I think Jay opened his own IT services company because he asked me to like it on Facebook. The audacity of this bitch. Thank you for reading my post. I'm not sure if it fits in here, but it feels great putting words on what happened. I hope you are all doing well. Also, sorry for the spelling mistakes. English is not my first language. Oh god, that was so stupid. This is why you always talk to HR first, though. It could easily turn into one person's word against another if you don't. Though I'm not sure what proof the guy would have. Let me know if you've ever had this kind of problem at work and what you think should be done about it. Okay, let's read a few more posts and then I'll probably call it a day. I'm a loyal, honest, faithful, old-school gentleman and last of a dying breed. I'm not looking for any girl with multiple children. One is plenty for this guy, but I prefer none like me. But I would love one, maybe two. No BLM or liberal or Democrats. No Trump haters. It isn't me or is every other swipe a goddamn tranny. What the fuck, you weirdos? Get off straight people's site. You ruin it for girls that don't exactly have feminine bone structure and make us question them, and question liking certain pics in profile. Wow, that does sound like a real gentleman, and he blames trans women for him being an asshole to cis women. Perfect. Full disclosure, this next one comes to us from Werner. Women flock to assholes because women dig that risk-reward feeling in the brain and the guy. But there are better ways to give her that same feeling in a way she finds more enjoyable. Have a gentle conversation with her every day about how she feels and how you feel about her feelings. If you can do that, you can do anything for her and realize it's about two people in a cycle between repulsion and attraction. You're two batteries powered by electromagnets made of meat. You're bound to catch feelings. You're bound to catch feelings. Yes, the man who hasn't been laid in 9 years is telling us how women work yet again. The man who made multiple videos of himself shirtless on a shitty motel room bed eating prime rib he ordered with his financial aid. Oh well, that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say about the posts or the story, you should let me hear it in the comments. If you're new here and are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more of the same. I streamed the other night, and that always loses me subscribers, believe it or not. I'd also like to thank my generous patrons. I will probably be shouting them out by name in the next video, which I think will be about neckbeards. I'd also like to announce a dedicated Lucas video coming up soon. He received financial aid and his stimulus check this month along with his SSI, so he's been renting a room at the Motel 6 and ordering food every day. And making stupid posts online, of course. Okay, so you might have noticed I sound a little different this video, maybe even worse than normal. I actually upgraded my mic from a Blue Snowball to a Blue Yeti, and I'm not 100% sure on using this thing yet. I had been using the other mic for years, so it might take me a little while to get up to speed. Anyway, let me know if it's unbearable or something. Other than that, have a great day, everyone, and maybe just don't comment on what women at work look like if you're not particularly close to them.